win the League Cup. Now MLS team win the Casitas Cup. Would you say the cup in this region have been equally distributed among the teams?
I think it's been okay. I mean, I think these games are they're fun to watch, but ultimately the Champions League, the CONCACAF Champions League, is the one that matters. And Mexico's got the record on that one. So
yeah, they're very dominant.
You know, and the other thing that people will bring up, well, yeah, the League's Cup, the Campeones Cup, but you know, if these games were played in Mexico, or you know, two legs, is it going to go the same way, right? So I think ultimately, I think they're fun to watch. So that just, I mean, just take it for what it is.
All right, appreciate you, Victor, for sharing this thought on station. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I beg your pardon, I'm sorry for the lack of audio. That's Victor Areza, a seasoned reporter who took us that journey on Houston Dynamo, talking about the owners sending and stuff like that. So let's look at our screen right now. I pulled up a visual on the screen about the salary cap of most Houston Dynamo players. You know, let's look at it holistically. Quintero contract is up in December 2021. And he earned like 1.3 million a year in salary. You have his contract up in December. Some of these players have their contract up in December, and look at how much they are earning. Do you think they have the spending power to compete with teams like Atlanta, DC, Seattle that can dole out $7-8 million to buy players? I mean, when you want to challenge for the postseason, for the MLS Cup, for the Supporters Shield, you need to have the right caliber, like Victor Areza, that personnel, that Abramos have the right ideas, but he lacked the personnel to execute. I remember asking Thomas during one of his post-match, pre-match briefing about players that was coming in. Then he signed Dusty Griffin, he signed Corey Bird, Fafa came in during the Super Draft, Max came in during the expansion draft and stuff like that. And I asked him specifically, you're bringing in midfielders, attacking midfielders, wide players. What about an outright striker, a potent striker? He said, Corey Bird can play that role, Dusty can play that role, but it's good to bring players who can multitask. Again, to bring players who can play dual roles. But when you have a player whose function is to score those goals, then you're finished. Imagine Faf walking the ball from the right. Imagine Dusty Griffin walking the ball from the left flank. Imagine Tyler Pasha with his nimble feet and stuff like that. And you have a post striker up front. That all will kill teams. But that is what is lacking a little bit from the Dynamo. And also, I'm not trying to, point fingers and things like that. I think the defense also is strong. I think Timka need someone to challenge him for that post, because sometimes he makes some primary errors that lead to goals. In the way he put pressure on the ball, the way I just can explain it right here, so it will look as if I'm trying to put him on the pillory for stuff like that. But the fact is that to step up their game, because this season they have not won up to 10 games this season. So look at the salary of their players and ask me if this player earning this money can really earn them. A player is earning $6,000 a year, $81,000. Sam Jankwa, Bonnie Gas, $81,000. Dusty Griffin, $129,000 a year. Murphy, $57,000. Tyler Pasha, $157,000. Ariel Sieta, $230,000. Darwin Seren, earning $245,000. Memo Rodriguez, $290,000. Mateus Vera, almost $360,000. Fafa Pico, $500,000 a year. Marco Mary, the goalkeeper, earning $513,000. So the two biggest earners whose contract is up in December is Darwin Quintero and Maximiliano Urruti. Already Max has this season. Darwin Quintero has been phenomenal since he returned back to the starting 11. So what's going to happen? We'll keep our fingers crossed and see what the new owners will do, even though, they have no GM right now, but the search for a GM is on. So a new GM will come in and we will see what's going to happen with the Houston Dynamo in the 2022-2023 MLS and regular season. Right on with a short break at the moment. We'll come back. The show will continue right here on Africa Sports Network. My name is Sam, and this is Around the Major League Soccer. All right, Tom, welcome back to the program. This is Around the Major League Soccer with Sam right here on Africa Sports Network. Yes, we're talking about week 29 of the MLS. Let's look at the best goals in the week 29. Yes, I was able to get some goals. Let's look at who got the best goal. Joao Paulo or Kyoto. They all got great goals. Let's look at who got the great goals this season. This week 29. Just I'm holding a little bit. I'm going to show you right now. Let's go. All right, Tom. This is Joao Paulo.
Again, another good run forward, and he's not making the centre back. Still he goes. Still Joao Paulo inside the area. It's a superb individual effort from Joao Paulo. Nobody was going to stop the Brazilian. What a first half for Seattle. 3 goals to nil.
Here's Gressel again, launches a shot, he scores! Julian Gressel second in as many matches.
Burying him with his right foot. But a chance here now. Montreal on the attack with Kyoto. Kyoto roof of the net! An instant response from Montreal. The Honduran, Romel Kyoto.
Now it's Osorio, roll through for Jefferson Soteldo. It's Soteldo!
All right, you see those goals. Yes, Romelu Kyoto. Romelu Kyoto was one animal player. Now he's doing great things. We had a goal from Julian Gressel. Beautiful for that DC United striker. And also Joao Paulo. Listen, Brazilians will always be Brazilians. Whenever they find themselves, they will show what they can do with their feet. All right, a 10-year-old Gambian Senegalese scored a beautiful goal for LAFC in their Trafico against LA Galaxy. Let's enjoy that beautiful goal from that young lad, 18-year-old Gambian Senegalese.
Who looks so at home amidst the hurly-burly of Major League Soccer. Amadou Fowler. What an introduction to this fixture for this young man who looks so at home amidst the hurly-burly of Major League Soccer.
Yes, and that 18-year-old Gambian Senegalese got that equalizer for LA as they pick 1 point against their bitter rivals, LA Galaxy. Yes, let's look at of the week. After match day, we look at team of the week, the players that stood out, players that were spectacular. But goalkeeper of Philadelphia Union is the week. Yes, I know that Joao Paulo will make that team of the week and other players. Let's look at the week 29 team of the week. Yes, you can see the players right there on the screen. Sotodo of Toronto FC. You have White. You have Kyoto of Montreal making that team of the week. You have Dominguez of Austin Football Club. After Austin did something spectacular in this week 20. FC beat Real Salt Lake 2-1, and Dominguez and start in that 3-point they gained from Real Salt Lake. All right, we have Russell of Sporting Kansas after his 5-star performance against Houston Dynamo that earned him a spot in the team of the week. We have also Joao Paulo Rodan goal for Seattle was a beautiful nimble feat, and I mean Seattle seems to be the best team in the East, and they didn't take their foot off their gas pedal from where they stopped last season, as they started from where they left off last season. So this is your team of the week, right? So how Kyoto play for Houston Dynamo? I mean, when you look at some players that left Dynamo, what they are doing right now in their various clubs, you will wonder who sanctioned that transfer. Who sanctioned that transfer away from Houston? Look at players who are contending for the MVP award. Yes. Okay, New England clinch. I'm looking at players. I want to see players contending for the MVP award. Let me put it up real quick on the screen. Sorry about that if it's taking a whole lot of time. All right, this is it. The MLS power ranking of players. This is from week 27. Did anything change? Joao Paulo had a beautiful soul in week 29. Raul Rudiez was also on the score sheet in week 29. Tata Castellanos also powering for New York City Football Club. Hani Mukhtar, Nashville played a goalless draw in 29. Hani Mukhtar, Sudanese, powering the Nashville club from the City of Jazz. And Carlos Gil of New England Revolution, king of assists. You can see him 14 assists this season. So anything changed? Who get the MVP award? I don't want to hear you talk about Charito. You can go. I don't want to hear you talk about Carlos Vela. No, he can go. We have standard players this season. So this is the players in contention for the MVP award. Okay, let me go to the interview I had with Derrick Jones' cousin. I ran into him at the BBVA Stadium after Houston played a goal draw against them Wildcat. This is Derrick Jones' cousin, and we had like a few minutes of chit-chat.
Around the Metro, the Soccer on Africa Sports Network, and guess who I got in front of my camera? Ozzy, Derrick Jones, the Ghanaian American Houston soccer player. What's up, man? How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. You have to support your cast.
Hey, yeah, I'm here every game.
For every game?
Yes.
So what was tonight's game? And the goalless against Dynamo.
What caused this game?
Yeah.
I mean, they played very well. They possessed the ball very well. They just need a finisher, I think.
They need a finisher. Like when you look at the numbers the game generated, Dynamo had a lot of
Chances.
of advantage
Yes.
to this game.
But they don't have a
They
finisher.
never converted it.
Yes.
I mean, all season long, that has been their problem.
Right.
I know you know much about soccer.
Oh, yeah.
Africans,
I'm a coach.
You're a coach. Fine. That's awesome. So now, looking at this team, where do we go from here?
I think the coaches they need to get new players. Like I said, they need a finisher. They need people who are quick to the ball, people who can put the ball in the back of the net faster. The ball right. They play nice, everything. They win all the 50-50 tackles and everything. But who to finish is their problem.
Now, looking at the Major League Soccer this season, this team is yet to hit the playoff in the last 5 seasons.
They're not going to make it this year. They have to wait for next year.
And for next year. All right, thank you very for sharing this few thoughts of yours with us on the program.
This is
This one with BBB.
this is Zerik's dad, Zerik.
Oh,
Number 4. Yes, that's his father. He came from Pennsylvania.
That's a football father right there. How you doing, Dad?
I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine. How did you inspire your son to become a soccer player?
He does it all by himself, believe me. He is a self-starter, and he's just a wonderful boy.
So tonight, you watch your son team play. You win. You came all the way from Pennsylvania to watch them play.
Absolutely.
Do you feel a little bit disappointed that they didn't get enough of you?
At least we didn't lose. At least we didn't lose.
What's the name, sir?
What's that?
What's the name?
He said, at least we didn't lose. That's Zarak Valentine's dad, his soccer dad, right there at BBVA Stadium. Yes, I said this program is all about the fans. I'm telling you. It's all about the fans, their experience, because at the end of the day, the fans are the ones that invest their money, their emotion, their time, their attention, everything they got into the game. And when the result don't go their way, I mean, how can you get them back? So that's Zarak Valentine dad all the way in Philadelphia to come watch his son. And he said his son is a self-starter. When I asked him, how did he inspire his son to become a soccer player? Maybe I will catch up with Zarak one day and ask him the same exact thing I asked his dad. Maybe I'll put this on Instagram and tag him so he can see that I really spoke with his dad. All right, this is still around the Major League Soccer. My name is Sam. Here on Africa Sports Network. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to our YouTube channel, Africa with a K, Sports with a Z, and hit that subscribe button. Share the video. We are struggling so hard to bring to our viewers the best of the Major League Soccer. Your subscription will help us to go a long way. All right, still talking about week 29 in the game. All right, I ran into a Dortmund fan at the BBVA Stadium, and we had a great conversation. Some of the talking point of that conversation. This is Yuri, Borussia Dortmund fan.
We don't only see Bore. We see BBB.
Yeah.
Not BBB, BBB. Yeah. Which is Borussia Dortmund. And Dortmund, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool fans, everything all come together. What are you doing here?
I arrived from Germany, directly from Dortmund, and it's my second day here in Houston, Texas, and I ever had the dream to go to a soccer game, and it's the first time in the US I see a game like this. So unfortunately, Houston didn't make the goal, but it was great fun.
You coming from where soccer is played 100%,
Yeah.
and where soccer is being supported. Dortmund fans, sometimes they compete with Liverpool fans in winning the best fan in the world. Looking at this stadium, 22,000 capacity on a match day, they couldn't get half fan out. How do you think the team compare soccer in Germany and what you saw here today?
I mean, we're in my stadium, in the Westfalenstadion,
Yeah.
Signal Iduna Park also
Signal
called.
Iduna.
So there you
The
have
yellow wall.
the yellow wall, exactly. I'm there. And this is like 80,000 people in the whole stadium, 30,000 on the yellow wall. So here, it's not so big. But anyway, I like the energy, and I like El Batallón. El Batallón is Fuerte. Yeah. So they make a good song. They put some energy in it, and the player give it back. Yeah, I love to see a goal here, but yeah.
But not the same energy you see at Iduna Park. That yellow wall, you see yellow wall moving.
Yeah.
Even though Dortmund are losing games, but the stadium will be packed on game day. But here is quite different. The park don't come out. Here is half empty.
Yeah, it's lower than halftime, but the people move their legs, if there's a corner right here, they move their leg, they into it, they screen. So it's good. I mean, it's not so big, but it's good.
I mean, you were there when Klopp was your coach, right?
Jürgen Klopp is a legend, you know.
He's a legend in Dortmund.
He's a legend in Dortmund. He could be governor of Dortmund.
For real?
Yeah, I met him once at the training court. He's so cool. And he literally is a legend.
I want to meet Jürgen Klopp.
The myth.
I want to see him.
Yeah, so you have to go to Anfield.
All right, okay, if I let you go, what is your thought about Thomas Tuchel? You know, Thomas Tuchel was a Dortmund manager after Klopp.
Sorry, I didn't get what.
All right, that's Borussia Dortmund fan at the BBVA Stadium. We had that a little bit of chit-chat. I told him I would love to meet Jurgen Klopp, and he said Klopp can easily become the governor of Dortmund because he's a legend in Dortmund. Looking at what he did with Dortmund before he became a Liverpool coach, Klopp could become a Liverpool governor or a Liverpool mayor because he is so much loved. Time is fast spent, and we've come to the end of today's edition of Around the Major League Soccer right on Africa Sports Network. My name is Sam. Join me midweek again as I bring to you week 30. Get that home stretch in this league. Yes, who will be in the postseason? The lucky 7, the lucky 14, 7 from each conference. Who will make it? Until then, don't forget to subscribe to Africa Sports Network. My name is Sam. Thank you for watching. Catch me next time. Same platform. Bye-bye.